Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 7. We've been through most of the playoffs, and if you can see right about here, we're playing the Texas Rangers. Game 1 is Verlander versus DeGrom, but I just wanted to check in. We'll play through the World Series. We'll see how this goes. Let's go through the playoff tree. We'll show you the road we kind of took to get here. So we beat the Dodgers in 2 games. It wasn't it was close, I will say. Let's see, where can I find schedule, team schedule? Okay. So 2 games against the Dodgers. 8-1 was game one. Pete Alonso hit a 3-run bomb in the first game. I played through this, and if you remember, we tried to play through opening day, and the game just didn't want to cooperate. So I haven't tried just because of how the game records the live action. It doesn't work correctly. Whatever settings I'm using, that's on me, and I haven't figured it out yet. So everything will pretty much be off screen. I won't be playing too much on screen. But game one was good, 8-1 win. I think that's all you can ask for. Senga was good. Quintana in the bullpen again, and then game two was a 4-2 win. I forget what really happened this game. Wheeler pitched well. Hendricks pitched 2 innings. I don't think I played this one. That would make sense. So then we went and we played the Padres. We split on the road, 5-2 win, and then I think Max Scherzer got lit up this game. Oh, he didn't, but Crochet did. He got hurt, and Morejon got lit up. Robertson got lit up. So not good from the bullpen, but it didn't really matter because Musgrove played well. 5-4 win. Walk off by Brandon Nimmo, bases loaded walk against Josh Hader. 6-8 loss at home. So then it came down to game 7. And Francisco Lindor won MVP. And I didn't play through this. Verlander pitched well. Quintana pitched well. McGill got an inning, and Morejon got the last. Oh, I did play this game because I thought how um, poetic it would be if Morejon got the save, the last out against the Padres, the team that traded him away, and the last out he got was a Jeff McNeil diving catch up the middle, and that sealed the game. Who won MVP here? Francisco Lindor won the NLDS MVP. Then we played Atlanta. I think this might have been another Max start. Oh, it was Senga start. He got hurt. He got pulled for forearm cramp, just a couple days. So he got pulled. Quintana did well in relief. Morejon gave up an inning, and then Ottavino got shelled. But by that point, the game was pretty much out of reach because Fried was pitching spectacularly. Um, so that was game one. Game two was a pretty sound win. Um, Brandon Nimmo, 2-run single in the top of the ninth. 4-run ninth. That was the game right there. Um, Mark Vientos was hitting well in the playoffs, which is really funny. He's still hitting well in the playoffs. He's got an OPS over 1. Um, so kind of seesaw season for Mark Vientos. Scherzer pitched fine. Robertson got an inning. Hendricks, Morejon, Tyler McGill, and then Ottavino cleaned up. Ottavino has not been good these playoffs, by the way. He's been pretty bad. Game 3 at home, 12-inning loss. Spencer Strider was so good this whole series. Um, Spoiler alert: Game 7, 7 1/3, 2 earned, 1 bomb, 6 strikeouts, and then 6 2/3, 2 hits, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts in this Game 3. He was really good all season and all series as well. But Wheeler was great. 5 2/3, 4 hits, no earned, no walks, 4 Ks. We take that. Garrett Crochet has also been bad in these playoffs. He's got an ERA of 11. I think we're going to leave him off the World Series roster. His control has just been a nightmare. He hasn't really done a whole lot to warrant staying around. So that was game 3, I think. Yes, game 3. 12-inning loss. That hurts, but when you only get 3 hits in a 12-inning loss, it's kind of on you, right? Game 4, 2-1 win at home. Brett Beatty hit a 2-run home run in the fourth, and that was all the scoring. Nice to see rookie Brett Beatty have a good playoffs. Narvaez has been terrible. That's awful. And Verlander with another great start. He's been so good all season, all playoffs. Game 5. Kodai Senga started 6 in the third, 2 hits, and Francisco Lindor walk-off double, which was really important since we were tied. Who blew the save? Technically, Robertson gave up the runs. Garrett Crochet got the hold, and then Ottavino blew the save, but still got the win. I guess I don't know what happened here. No clue. I didn't play this one either. Senga was good, and that's important. Francisco Lindor. I had switched the lineup around at the start of, I want to say, the San Diego series and just never adjusted. But you see Alvarez is hitting 5th, hitting 188, and Aguilar is still DHing 067. Lindor's hitting 9th and hitting 310, right? So that got some adjustment, I think, before. We might have to do that. I'm not really sure. We'll figure it out. Game 6 at Atlanta. We lost 2-0, only put up 6 hits. The Atlanta pitching staff has kind of held us in check pretty much. It's been tough to score runs. Charlie Morton, 6 innings, 3 hits, no earned, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. That's a spectacular start against the other old man, Max Scherzer, 5 2/3, 1 hit, 2 earned, 4 walks, 4 Ks. That's not a terrible start, but it's not good either. Robertson and Ottavino still giving up a lot of base runners. They're both not pitching well this series. So that's game 6. So then you go to a deciding game 7 in Atlanta, which I just played through. And we went up 2-1 in the third. 2-0 in the third. They scored a run. Then they tied the game in the 8th. What happened in the 8th? I want to say, right, Liam Hendricks. He kind of blew it. Bottom of the 8th. So then it went into the 9th, and I want to go through the game log because this was kind of crazy. Murph got the start at DH just because I thought that would be a good little spark to try. Zach Wheeler, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. A spectacular start by Wheeler again. And Quintana striking out the side to get the quote-unquote save when there was no save opportunity. But the game log, we're going to go to this 9th inning because it was kind of wild. So, top of the 9th, Francisco Lindor fly out to lead off. Jeff McNeil double. Pete Alonso intentional walk. And then this is where I just hit simulate a half inning right after this Pete walk. Just because sometimes I feel like if I'm the one doing it, like I can jinx it. So a lot of times I'll just simulate the half inning because sometimes if I click, at bat, play through at bat, nothing good comes of it. So sometimes I'll simulate to prevent the jinx, and looks like it worked out this time. So Brett Beatty, 1 out walk to load the bases. AJ Minter comes out. He gave up all 3 of those earned runs, I think. Yeah, 1 inning, 3 earned. Not a good playoffs for him either. Starling Marte hit by pitch, so that brings in a run. So that puts us up 1, right? And then Daniel Murphy, 1-1 grand slam. He hit a bomb, and it looks from these stats like it was a bullet. That was wild. When I signed him, I didn't think it would kind of work out like that, but Daniel Murphy, top of the 9th, game 7 of the National League Championship Series, hits a grand slam to put the game away. And then Alvarez strike out and Michael Ciani fly out. And then Quintana strikes out Harris, Albies, and Ozuna, and that's the series. So now we're going into the World Series against the Rangers, and we have some decisions to make lineup-wise and pitching staff-wise. Jeff McNeil has a day-to-day injury, and Marte has a moderate day-to-day injury, which is not good. It's a strained ab, but it's the World Series, and it's the playoffs, so we play through those. We might drop them down in the order, but we play through them anyway. So Narvaez should not be playing anymore. He's been awful, so I think he might lose. What I think we'll do against righties is we'll have Alvarez catch, because he's been pretty bad himself, but we like the potential of Alvarez a little bit better than Narvaez. And then against righties, I think we'll have Murph DH. He's put together a decent playoffs, pretty good. That Grand Slam did a lot, and if it doesn't work, we just pull the DH. We maybe switch that back, but for now, we'll do that. Lindor needs to hit higher again in the 2 hole. Marte, maybe we drop, we bump Beatty up, and then I think I'm happy with this iteration, this lineup, this orientation, and Nito should not be playing every third game. So that's against righties, right? Uh, Backups if necessary, I guess. Pinch hitters, the pinch hit orientation. Maybe we switch out Murph because he's not there anymore. Vientos, right. Okay, against the lefties, Aguilar gets bumped to the bench, and I think we have Vientos DH against lefties because he's been so good, and Narvaez's already lost his playing time against lefties anyway. So how do we want to do this? I think Lindor definitely gets bumped up, right? He goes to the 5th spot. Or let's have Lindor in this 2 hole. Let's have Marte 5th. I think this works. Okay. Maybe we'll switch that. We'll have Beatty hit 5th. He's had a good playoff so far, so I think we'll reward him a little bit. Yeah, he won NLCS MVP as a 23-year-old rookie. That's crazy. Pete won wild card, yeah, and then Lindor won NLDS. So that's the lineup, right? The pitching staff, we have some question marks, right? Robertson and Ottavino were not good at all postseason. Morejon's been bad, Ottavino's been bad, Crochet's been bad. But Morejon, we kind of need the depth just in case. So what I think we're going to do is I think we're going to bump Ottavino off because we have a secret weapon that everybody forgot about. And if we go to playoff roster, we have Mr. Edwin Diaz back. We got to add him to the boys. He came back from his injury. We'll have him in a middle relief, low leverage role, I think, for like the first 2 games. We'll see how he does with that because I know usually you'd like to send him on rehab assignments, but I already checked and there's no one playing anymore. AAA, AA, High A, A-ball, Rookie League 2, and Florida Coast League. No one's playing anymore. So I would have even sent him down to Rookie League just to get some rehab assignment, but it doesn't look like we're going to do that. So we're going to have him avoid high leverage for now. And then we'll see how it goes. So he gets a quote-unquote rehab assignment in the World Series. But this needs some reorientation. I think Wheeler gets bumped up. Yeah, he might not be good enough for Game 2. He might not be ready. Senga will be ready, and Scherzer will be ready for 3. So it looks like that is the World Series order. And then if necessary, towards games 5, 6, 7, we can have Wheeler and Scherzer come out of the bullpen if necessary. But that's why I like having guys like Morejon and Quintana in the bullpen. They give you some innings if necessary. Now, the other issue is Garrett Crochet's been bad, and this bullpen leans a little left-handed. So I don't know if I have any right-handed pitchers. Krismat, I don't think I trust him either. The stuff's fine, but do I trust him more than Crochet? I mean, I don't trust Crochet at all. Bryce Montes de Oca was good in AAA and bad in the majors again, so I don't think he's a candidate right now. Ottavino, Buto, Curtis, Nagosic, Peterson, Drew Smith. Drew Smith could be interesting. He's a fly ball pitcher. I don't know if I like that. Steven Ridings didn't pitch in the majors all year, so I don't really want to throw him in during the playoffs. Orze, it's kind of the same thing. He only had 18 innings in the majors. He was good, not great. So I don't actually think I have anybody I'd prefer over Crochet right now. But maybe we just send him to middle relief, avoid high leverage, and then secondary as a specialist against lefties, and then maybe we put Robertson as that right-handed specialist, and then high leverage innings. I think I trust Robertson a little bit more, so that evens the lefty righty thing a little bit. Um, but it just puts more on Robertson's plate, and so really I'd like if McGill, Hendricks, and Quintana got the bulk um, of the relief innings, and then Morejón, Robertson, Diaz, and Crochet filling in after. So maybe what we do is we kind of clear the bullpen roles, so that way we're gonna play through these. So that way some of these kind of get adjusted to what we would prefer. So McGill is a stopper, right? That's pretty self-explanatory. He's high leverage. He's a high leverage arm. Same with Hendricks and Quintana. Those guys are all our stoppers. Your eighth and close, your seventh and close. You guys have the stamina. You three are our main high leverage arms. Morejón is kind of the specialist versus lefties. And then the middle relief is secondary. Same with Garrett Crochet. So then it's Robertson and Diaz, where Robertson can probably go specialist versus right-handed, and then a middle relief, and then Diaz is probably middle relief, avoid high leverage for now, and then his secondary, I guess specialist, sure. So something like that, where we don't know what we're gonna get from Edwin Diaz, but we hope that rehab assignments are fake and they don't matter. But this is kind of what our playoff roster is going to look like. And I think I like this bullpen. I think I like the pitching staff. And then again, if necessary, these two guys can probably come out of the bullpen for an inning or two in games 6 and 7. The lineup I'm a little worried about just because split game type postseason. Just because of how it might end up working out. I'm not super high on this lineup right now. McNeil's been bad. Nimmo, Ciani, Alvarez, Narvaez, and Aguilar have all been really bad in the playoffs. So, yeah, that's it. Nito hasn't even gotten in as a defensive sub. That's probably something we want to do. Nito as a defensive sub. Maybe Trace Thompson to sub for Marte if he gets tired or something like that. Ciani's starting, so he doesn't need to be there. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Let's get through at least games 1 and 2. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, anybody interesting from the KBO? Only 4 guys. That's interesting. Cool base running, cool stealing. Not a bad offensive profile. How much do you want? Oh, oops. I think that's reasonable for his skill set, but we don't have any money. So, and what about you? Anything? Good defensive first baseman, good eye, not a whole lot of anything else. Probably shouldn't. Yeah, okay. You don't even want to come here. And then this is projected pitching matchup: Verlander, Senga, Scherzer, Wheeler, and then Verlander, DeGrom again. So Scherzer is scheduled for Game 7, so Wheeler should be good to go at least in a part-time role in Game 7. How did the Rangers do? The Rangers won 88 games. That's pretty good. Looks like Seager was great. Simeon was good. Josh Young was good. But I don't really know how they kind of won 88 games. 240 innings from Jacob deGrom. That really helps. 6 WAR. That helps a lot. He's probably going to win the Cy Young in the American League. Bullpen, Jose Leclerc was good. Craig Kimbrell they traded for, I guess, at the deadline. He was better for them than he was in Philly, that's for sure. But that contract, man, I would not have given that contract in real life to Craig Kimbrell, $10 million for 1 year. I love Craig Kimbrell, but I don't know if that was the best uh, asset allocation for Philly. Kumar Rocker came up for the bullpen just for the playoffs. Interesting. He was in AAA all year, but this will play. That'll really play. Evaldi was fine. Heaney was fine, and John Gray was fine. I don't want playoffs. Oh yeah, actually, who's hot right now in the playoffs? Joey Meneses, Semien. This whole offense is hot. Jesus. Young, Seager, Simeon, those are guys that we're gonna have to watch out for. These guys are all cold, but as we know, that can change in an instant. How about your regular season? Seager, yep. Simeon, Meneses was good. He was just as good in Washington as he was in Texas. Jonah Heim, obviously, really good. Adolis Garcia, Josh Young, Nathaniel Lau. Lau? I don't remember. I remember they were both on the Rays 1 year, and they both had same spelling, different pronunciation. So the offense looks good from their top 4 or 5, and then pitching staff, Jake, Evaldi, Heaney. The starters are pretty good. Jose Leclerc was fine. Odorizzi's in the bullpen, so I think the play should be if we can get to the bullpen. I think we'll be okay. But again, that's easier said than done against DeGrom, Evaldi, Heaney, guys like that. But if we can survive the Jake starts and hopefully Verlander shoves, then I think we'll be okay. Because he's been so good this playoffs, man. So good every single start. He didn't play the Dodger series, but against San Diego, 12 innings, 3 earned runs, 12 strikeouts, 3 walks. Against Atlanta, 6 1/3, 4 hits, 1 earned. So it's nice that the aces get to line up against each other. So we're gonna see. Let's go to team schedule. Who did they play to get here? How was it? All right, so they beat the Astros in the wild card. Then they beat the Blue Jays 3-1. Then they beat the Twins. That's surprising, 4-2. So that wasn't a difficult series for them, and now they're here. So they had a similar road as us, except we just played more games. We went the full length for every series except for the wild card series. They got a game saved here and a game saved here relative to us, but looks like we're lined up fine. Yeah, this on paper looks like a dominant matchup for us just based on win totals and expanded standings. Texas 56 win differential or run differential. That was the 3rd best in their own division, and they still won the division. But again, it's playoffs. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. Who's? Oh, I didn't mean to shortlist you. That was the guy we just checked out. Okay, James Outman on the waiver wire. No, thank you. Aroldis Chapman. No, thank you. Okay. Schedule. Game 1. 0-1. That's kind of what you would expect. Nathaniel Lowe went 2 for 4 with a home run in the top of the 9th. That hurts off Liam Hendricks. The offense got shut down. Verlander only went 3 2/3. Surprising. Crochet pitched 3 innings, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts. That's why. Diaz came in got 1 out, gave up 3 walks. That's surprising that nobody scored. So that's kind of what you expect when he hasn't pitched all year and comes up in a relatively difficult situation. And I think Hendricks being asked to pitch 2 innings is probably not the best idea. So that's game 1. Game 2. 5-4 win. That is good. You need at least 1 win at home. Evaldi went 5 1/3, only gave up 3 hits. Brett Beatty run scoring walk in the bottom of the 6th. That kind of seems to be the theme of this team. A lot of bases loaded walks. Vientos went 0 for 1 with a walk, pinch hitting for Murph. Alvarez went 1 for 4 with a home run. Aguilar hit a home run, pinch hitting for Ciani. I like how Buck pinch hit for these guys and was willing to do that. And defensive sub, bringing Nito in. I like these guys are supposed to be platooned, right? Murphy and Vientos, maybe even Aguilar, Ciani and Thompson. Ciani's defense is just so good. So you lose some putting Trace Thompson in center, but not a whole lot. So Kodai Senga, 4 2/3, 6 hits, 4 earned, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. That's not a good start for him. Edwin Diaz with 4 outs, 2 strikeouts on 16 pitches. That's great. And then Quintana, 3 innings for the win. Surprising. Kumar Rocker didn't get an out, gave up 2 walks and an earned run. Boxberger got 1 out and 2 walks. Sam Maul, 1 inning, 3 hits, 2 earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and then Owen White. Owen White got 4 outs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. So it kind of went the way I wanted it to. Oh, Kumar Rocker got hurt. If you get to the bullpen, right, then we should be okay. The issue is just getting to the bullpen, where you see Evaldi 5 1/3 and only 2 earned. And then if we go back to game 1, Jacob deGrom 4 2/3, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, no earned, no walks. And the bullpen was good here, but I think the bullpen somewhere lives in the middle of those 2 outcomes. So we're split in games 1 and 2. Scherzer, is that what we want? No, I think we want Wheeler here. I think we want to minimize the Max Scherzer starts and maximize the Wheeler starts. Maybe even minimize the Senga starts. He hasn't been that great. And then Verlander should be good to go for tomorrow's game, technically. So Heaney versus Wheeler, lineups versus lefties. Vientos has been great, so we're gonna let him play. Ciani, Nimmo, Lindor, Beatty, McNeil, Alonso, Alvarez has been better. That 1 home run helped his stats a little bit. So game 3 in Texas. 10-2 win. 6 innings in the first. Heaney probably got chased really early. Francisco Lindor went 4 for 6 with 4 singles, 2 RBI, and 1 run. Starling Marte hit a bases loaded double in the top of the first. That's phenomenal. Nimmo 2 for 5, Lindor 4 for 6, McNeil 3 for 5, Pete 3 for 4, Beatty 0 for 4, Marte 2 for 5, Vientos 1 for 4, Ciani and Alvarez. That is a good offensive showing. That is a really good offensive showing. No home runs, which is kind of funny, but that you can put up that many runs without a bomb. Heaney got chased. He got 1 out, gave up 5 earned. Odorizzi, 2 1/3, 2 earned. So, yes, the bullpen. We just got to get to the bullpen. And Diaz with another middle relief outing. So he's pitched in all 3 games so far. So he should be benched for the next one. But pretty good showing so far. Other than that first outing, he kind of got walked everybody he saw. So that's good, but I don't know. Again, I don't know how sustainable it is, but I'd rather have Edwin Diaz on my team than not, I think. Bench when fatigue is 80%. Good. Okay. So game 2, I think. Yeah, we want to maximize Verlander. He's going to go in game 4. We want to put the series to bed. And then that means Scherzer gets game 5. And I think we're happy with that, which means Senga. Wait. So if we simulate, okay, yeah. So if we play Verlander today, Scherzer gets the start in game 5, and then we get a day off. So Senga should be ready because he gets 2 more days. So John Gray, Verlander, we want to maximize Verlander's starts, and then if we play him in game 4. And that's 1, 2, 3. So we can potentially have him in a bullpen for a potential game 7. But we're trying to win. We're trying to win right now. We want to end the series. So game 4. 4-2 win. That is, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm getting a little stressed out. Verlander 6 innings, 2 earned. Omar Narvaez run scoring walk in the ninth. Why was he DHing? That's because exactly what I wanted it to happen. Platooning these guys, which is good. Murphy started 0 for 2. Aguilar, then Narvaez pinch hit for Aguilar, so I'm okay with that. Nito came in. Why you would ever pinch hit Nito for Alvarez? Not really sure, but at least he played some defense, right? And then Simeon's been good. Seager's been good. Lau's been good, but they haven't been playing Meneses DHing for this guy. I don't know why you would ever not have Joey Meneses hit for him with this, but that's a choice. So the offense has pretty much been stifled. Verlander, 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks, 3 Ks. Good, not great start. And then Quintana has been so good all playoffs and end of the season. He's been spectacular. So even missing the whole year, he's become a real good bullpen playoff weapon. And John Gray didn't even pitch that poorly. 4 2/3, 6 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks. This dude gave up another run, and this dude gave up a run. So, the bullpen, the Texas bullpen, that's the advantage we kind of saw we could abuse a little bit. And now we got DeGrom and Scherzer. Scherzer's been good, not great. Pretty much all playoffs. He's had a good regular season, but his playoffs, especially lately, if not every start, hasn't been great. 4 innings, 2 earned, 5 1/3, 3 earned, 5 2/3, 2 earned. I guess this was his best start, really, but it's been number 4, number 5 starter type, not 1, 2, 3. So we're up 3-1. As we all know, 3-1 leads are not they're not guaranteed anything, especially when Jake is pitching against us. Yeah, he's been good. He's been good, man. And he kind of shut us down a little bit. I think pulling him for that game 1 was probably a mistake, even though they won. But whatever. Game 5. What do we got? And that's a that's a World Series. We didn't even have to go back home. We won in Texas. Wow, what happened here? Wow, we won the title. That's crazy. Buck Showalter, who won MVP? All right, so Nimmo, Lindor was 0 for 3. McNeil, Pete, I guess that's fine. Pinch running for Pete in the 7th. Yeah, that's fine. What happened here? Max Scherzer, 6 innings, 7 hits, 1 earned, no walks, 5 strikeouts. That is a good Max Scherzer start. Quintana pitched 2 innings, and Hendricks got the save. This was a pitching masterclass. That's what today was. Jake DeGrom, 5 2/3, 4 hits, 2 earned, 5 walks, 10 strikeouts. That's not a good nor bad start. That's above average, I'd say. So kind of poetic that that we won 2-1 against Jake, the player that spurned the Mets to go to Texas. That is poetic. But where's the game log? All right, so the top of the third and the top of the fourth are how we scored. Michael Ciani ground out, Nimmo walk, Lindor walk, Jeff McNeil reach on error, so the bases are loaded. Then a Pete Alonso hit by pitch, Beatty strikeout, and then Marte strikeout. Bottom of the third. And then top of the fourth, Murphy strikeout, Alvarez flyout, Michael Ciani single, infield single, and then Brandon Nimmo double scoring Michael Ciani, and then he followed to third. So that is all the offense in game we could muster against Jacob deGrom. And I think that chased him. So season 1, World Series win. I think that's a successful first season. Playoffs versus Texas. Aguilar went 2 for 3. McNeil, he probably won World Series MVP, right? Yeah, that's rightfully deserved. 9 for 20 in the top of that lineup as your 3-hole hitter. Nimmo was good. Alonso was good. Lindor was good. Alvarez was fine. Marte was meh, not good. Ciani was not good offensively. Vientos only went 1 for 6. Beatty 2 for 18. Murph 1 for 10. And then Omar Narvaez didn't have an official at bat. Nito, he got 1 at bat, and Trace Thompson got 2 at bats. So a lot of guys didn't even really play. I think Jose Quintana probably deserved the World Series MVP, and if there was a collective playoff MVP for this team, I think he probably deserved it. He was so good this entire run. Edwin Diaz, shout out you for coming back and getting some innings in the World Series. Crochet was good, which was pleasant. Scherzer pitched 6 innings. Wheeler got 1 start. Verlander was special. Hendricks was good. 3 innings, 3 ERA. That's fine, I guess. And then Senga was not great, but he didn't need to be. We didn't need him to. The pitching staff was special this year. Lowe had a good World Series run. Garcia was fine, but other than that, Simeon cooled off and Seager cooled off. The pitching staff was really what did them in. Their pitching staff was not good. The bullpen was not good. So it kind of felt a little bit like a mirage for them to even make it this far, and probably some good luck. And Jacob deGrom was special. Of course he was. And then everybody else had a good pitching performances. So that, Jeff McNeil, World Series MVP. Good thing we have that whole big contract extension, which is very cheap. So that's a World Series win. And then I guess now the question becomes, what do we do to run it back? We don't have very many expiring contracts. Pretty much this whole team comes back. Robertson's value we can replace. Rayleigh is a no-doubter to decline that team option. Simmons, we're going to decline his. Curtis and Dunn, we're probably going to cut them or trade them. Actually, maybe not. That's high for what I think they gave us this year. Chris Mott, we're probably not going to go through arbitration with him. Gordon's still got a minimum year left. Castro's gone. So a lot of this 320 comes off the books, and 15 million for Hendricks. We'll probably end up declining that, but you never know, right? So we have some question marks for this upcoming year to try and run it back, and we have some decisions to make. We don't have that much money, but I know a special 2-way Japanese superstar is going to enter free agency because he hasn't signed a contract extension, and I know he's going to want a lot of money, so we're going to probably try and make a run at him because that's the only thing I could really see us not needing, but really blowing the bank for. So I guess thanks everybody for watching through season 1. This video ran a little bit longer than I kind of wanted it to. I really just wanted to get up to the World Series and then maybe start a new one and go through the off season. But we just kind of got on a roll, and this team was special. And I think we accomplished our main goal for this sim. And I think I said like a 3 to 5 year sim, like could be shorter, could be longer. But the main goal of the sim has been accomplished. We won a World Series, and now it's just about what more can we do to optimize this playing window. This team, we saw some regression from Scherzer. Verlander's probably not going to be as great as he was this year, and who knows about Wheeler, Senga. This is an old rotation, so we have some question marks, and we have some decisions to make. So I guess for next episode, we'll get into the off season. We'll get into the thought process and the plan. And for now, we're just going to enjoy our World Series win. So thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next one.